What is going on, everyone? I'm excited to hop back in here today. You see, I've been traveling a little bit and haven't been able to make any of these videos, but I wanted to hop on here today and ask the question, how is your faith? You see, I think that's a very important thing for us to do as Christians, as followers of Christ, just to sort of give a little bit of a gut check. How are we doing in our faith? You see, we live in a society that is very counter to what we believe in. We live in a society that has factions that will shout you down for showing your beliefs and will force you to say certain things, to believe certain things, lest you be attacked, lest you be canceled. That's sort of a fun word to say these days. So I do think it's important to ask, where is your faith? How are you doing in that? And so I want to hop into the Old Testament. There's a very powerful story with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the book of Daniel. You see, in this time, there was a golden statue that was built for the king. And he made a decree that when the instruments would sound, everyone had to bow down and worship this golden statue. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego refused to do that. And when word made it back to Nebuchadnezzar, he was furious. And I want to pick up in Daniel 3, verse 13. Then Nebuchadnezzar flew into a rage and ordered that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego be brought before him. When they were brought in, Nebuchadnezzar said to them, "Is it true, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, that you refuse to serve my gods or to worship the gold statue I have set up? I will give you one more chance to bow down and worship the gold statue I made when you hear the sound of the musical instruments. But if you refuse, you will be thrown immediately into the blazing furnace. And then what God will be able to rescue you from my power?" Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego replied, "O Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to defend ourselves before you. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God whom we serve is able to save us. He will rescue us from your power, your majesty. But even if he doesn't, we want to make it clear to you, your majesty, that we will never serve your gods or worship the gold statue that you have set up." Now, this is an amazing story, and it's a wonderful example for us to look at, us to follow, us to emulate. You see, because in that moment, they did refuse to bow down before the statue, and they were brought to that fire. It was heated far harder than it had been heated in the past. In fact, it was so hot it killed some of the guards that were there as well. They could feel the heat. They knew that danger was there, but they held firm in their beliefs, and they ultimately, yes, were thrown into the fire. But here's the miracle. In the middle of the fire, there wasn't 3 people seen, it was 4. Nebuchadnezzar said, it looks like that 4th one's the God. God was with them in the middle of the most heat that anyone could ever experience. You see, they held to their faith. They knew God would be with them. Even though it got tough, even though it got scary because that heat was very real, they stayed true to their faith and served only the one true God.